Welcome back to Next Gen Motors, where future meets horsepower. Today, we're taking you deep into the heart of Maranello to uncover one of the most anticipated vehicles Ferrari has ever developed. It's controversial, it's groundbreaking, and it's entirely electric. Yes, the rumors were true, and the 2026 Ferrari EV SUV is real, and it's here to challenge everything we thought we knew about performance SUVs. Let's dive straight into what makes this electric stallion not just a bold move for Ferrari, but possibly a defining one. Exterior. Starting with the front, this SUV makes a bold entrance without screaming for attention. The nose sits low for an SUV, almost sports car-like, helping maintain Ferrari's signature aggressive stance. You'll notice the signature LED headlamps are now a more vertical blade style, arched slightly backward and tucked under a sculpted hood that channels air right into the active aero system. The front bumper is minimal, purposeful, and yet unmistakably Ferrari. A large open-air channels frame either side, cooling the electric motors and battery packs, while giving it an aerodynamic and fierce look. The illuminated prancing horse emblem embedded in the grille feels like a nod to tradition while pointing toward the brand's electric future. It's not just styling, everything here is functional. Slide to the side profile, and you start to see just how sculpted this SUV really is. It's not boxy, nor is it trying to be a crossover. Ferrari designed the roofline to slope gently backward, giving the car a coupe-like silhouette, and somehow, despite being an SUV, it maintains that tight, muscular tension you see in the Roma or even the SF90. Flush door handles blend into the curvature of the body, with active aerodynamic side skirts that adapt at speed. The wheel arches flare just enough to house massive 23-inch forged wheels wrapped in custom Pirelli EV tires. Each wheel also hides Ferrari's regenerative carbon ceramic braking system, which does more than just stop you on a dime. It also feeds power back into the batteries during deceleration. The side mirrors are now replaced by cameras mounted on carbon stalks, beaming a crystal clear view into the cabin. Move to the rear, and things get even more dramatic. The taillights are slim, horizontal, and laser-sharp, echoing the design of the 296 GTB. The entire rear hatch is integrated with the subtle ducktail spoiler that rises at high speeds. There's no exhaust, of course, a reminder that you're looking at the first fully electric production Ferrari. Instead, you'll find a functional diffuser with active aerofans that adjust based on cornering and velocity. The rear is bold but clean, and no clutter, no fake vents, just sculpted elegance and performance-minded engineering. And right in the center, lit in red, is the Ferrari script, the only branding you'll find on the rear. Interior. Step inside, and the futuristic ambition continues. The cabin is wrapped in a blend of carbon fiber, recycled Alcantara, and vegetable tanned leather, all part of Ferrari's new sustainability initiative. You won't find a traditional instrument cluster. Instead, the driver gets a curved OLED display that wraps slightly around the steering wheel, giving you real-time information like power distribution, torque vectoring, and battery range. In the center, there's a minimalist touchscreen that floats above the dashboard, paired with the secondary passenger screen. Yes, just like the Roma and Puro sang, your co-pilot gets access to their own infotainment panel. The steering wheel is lifted straight from Ferrari's Formula One DNA, with haptic controls, drive mode selectors, and paddle shifters that now control energy recuperation levels rather than gear changes. The seats are heavily bolstered yet surprisingly comfortable, with memory foam that adapts to your body over time. Space-wise, Ferrari hasn't compromised. This is a true five-seater with ample rear legroom and a usable cargo area, thanks to the absence of a transmission tunnel. There's even a front trunk, or frunk, providing extra storage space for urban use. Mood lighting is customizable, and the cabin remains whisper quiet, even at high speeds. A new experience for Ferrari drivers, but one that feels entirely premium. Performance. Now, onto the part you've been waiting for. Performance. This isn't just a Ferrari with batteries, it's a purpose-built electric performance SUV. It's powered by a tri-motor setup, one motor at the front and two at the rear, enabling true torque vectoring across all four wheels. Combined, it puts out a staggering 1,000 horsepower and 1,050 Newton-meters of torque. That's hypercar territory. 0 to 60, 2.6 seconds. Top speed, 200 miles per hour. And yes, those numbers are real. The battery is a custom-developed 120 kWh solid-state unit mounted low in the chassis, giving it a center of gravity lower than most sports cars. Range, around 370 miles on the WLTP Cycle A, and Ferrari claims that with their 800 volts fast charging system, you can charge from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes. But this SUV isn't just about numbers. What makes it special is the way it handles. Thanks to Ferrari's latest version of the SK, the electric side-slip control at corners like a rear-wheel drive sports car, using the rear motors to oversteer on command. Adaptive dampers, rear-wheel steering, and an active ride height system work together to provide either track-level agility or SUV-level comfort at the flick of a dial. There are 4 main drive modes: Calma for pure electric cruising, Strada for daily comfort, Sport for spirited backroad driving, and Cosa A, which unlocks full power, full aero, and full Ferrari madness. There's even a unique drift F mode, allowing the rear motors to send power independently and create beautifully controlled slides. This SUV has personality, and more importantly, it feels like a Ferrari, despite the lack of a V12 roar. Pricing? Well, you didn't expect this to be affordable. The base model starts at around $385,000, and that's before customizations. Ferrari is offering an extensive personalization program through TaylorMade, allowing owners to spec everything from unique interior fabrics to special paint finishes derived from Ferrari's racing history. Want Matrosa Casa with the fully vegan interior and hand-stitched racing seats? That'll cost you but it's possible. Ferrari is only building 3,000 units for the first year, with production capped intentionally to keep exclusivity high. Deliveries are set to begin in Q3 of 2026. And rumor has it that most of the first production run is already spoken for by longtime Ferrari clients. It's not just a car, it's a statement, a signal that Ferrari can enter the electric age without losing its soul. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Ferrari EV SUV is a bold, controversial leap into the future. Purists might scoff, but make no mistake, this isn't Ferrari selling out. This is Ferrari adapting, and doing it their way. They've managed to inject emotion, trauma, and soul into an electric platform, something very few manufacturers have achieved so far. From the sculpted, purposeful design to the brutal yet refined performance, this is not just an electric SUV, it's a Ferrari. And it might just be the beginning of a new chapter in Maranello's history. Thanks for watching Next Gen Motors. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more high-voltage reviews, and let us know in the comments, is this the future of Ferrari you wanted, or is the V12 legacy too strong to let go? Either way, the future is fast, silent, and very, very red. See you in the next one.